Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017, and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. It's a little bit after 7 a.m. and the sun is going to be up momentarily, but I figured we finished in the dark last time. Let's go ahead and start in the dark this time. And the sun does come up a little bit later in the autumn, obviously, if you're running seasons. But I think we'll be in daylight soon enough. It's actually lighter than it was 10 or 15 minutes ago. 10 or 15 minutes ago you couldn't see anything, and now you can sort of see. So the sun will be coming up. We are closing out our harvest. We've got our quad track continuing to plow field 34. We had some sugar beets that we threw in our farm truck just to get them off field 34 last episode so we could return the mouse, and those were sold this morning. We're going to sell these right now. We won't get a whole lot for them. We might get 10,000, 12,000 for this trailer. But that's okay. Money's money. We're getting our loan paid down, and we've also got all of our sunflower to sell. And I believe this episode we're going to open the dairy. It'll depend on how we do on time, but I think I would like to open the dairy this episode. And we should be able to. We should have enough money to do that, and we should... yeah, everything ought to work out just about right on that. So, 14,000, not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's get this back to the farm. We'll get this parked up. And I also realized, well, we've got quite a few things going on the channel today. One thing is, I realized this is my 300th video that I've posted. And, you know, I really didn't have a lot of expectations when I started doing this. I really didn't even understand what it was that I was doing when I started doing this. And it's fun to go back and look at my first video, because I really, you know, I could see what other people on YouTube were doing, and I knew I wanted to do the same thing. But the idea of actually doing it was like, all right, I guess I'll just, you know, fire up OBS and talk to myself while I play a video game. But then it's progressed, and as it's like every video I make, I get a better idea of how to make the videos that I'm making look like what I want them to look like. So I hope the quality has been improving. I believe it has. I hope it continues to improve. But it has been so much fun doing this, and you know, everybody who stops by to check out the channel, everybody who watches videos and leaves a comment or leaves a like, I really do appreciate you. And I will I'll make you a promise. I'm never going to ask you to subscribe, and I'm never going to ask you to like a video. That is entirely up to you. I feel like it's on me to give you the kind of content that's going to make you want to subscribe, and it's on me to make the kind of videos that you're going to like because you like them, not because somebody asks you to. And everything that I hear from like YouTube gurus, they say ask for likes and subscriptions. It really does make a difference. And I think no, maybe I'm old school. I'm a marketing guy. I'm a marketing and business communications guy. And my thing is, you know, we're all adults. Well, I take that back. I'm an adult. I don't know how many of you are adults. But whether you're an adult, whether you're a kid, everybody knows how YouTube works in 2018. Nobody needs to be told to like a video or to subscribe to a video. I get, you know, maybe it works and maybe it helps your channel grow. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. I find it to be really annoying. Everyone knows how YouTube works. You don't need to be reminded. So I will not do that. So when I get a subscription, when I get a like, I hope it comes from you liking the content that I'm putting up and nothing more. And I will continue to do my best to create content that you like and that you want to subscribe to the channel so you can come back and see more of it. So 300 videos. Never thought, I mean, it's not like a question of skill or anything. It's just a question of time. You keep recording videos and eventually you get to 300. But I still, you know, when I started doing this, I really did not anticipate. I guess I have to say I didn't really anticipate anything. I just started doing it. Was not sure at all what to expect. Right, let's get our 2-axle parked up. And then we're going to need to run across a field in the dark. Always kind of fun. Got the lights on the farm. A little bit of yard lag. We're taking a bit of a beating on frame rate at the moment, but we've got a lot of vehicles parked close together. We've got a lot of lights on, a lot of dynamic shaders. It is to be expected. So we're going to slip this right back in the corner and get our liquid hauling rig on here, our bulk hauling rig, if I can get it in here straight, more or less. Beautiful. So, brake on, lights off, we shut her down. So yeah, let's walk out through the yard and check out what it looks like with the lights on. This is such a pretty farm. It really is. And I do like that it's American. You know, there aren't that many American farms. And I think BulletBill did a great job with it. So kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. We have to run across a dark field right now. It's going to be a little spooky. I don't know where you're from or if you've ever spent time in the country, in farm country. But it's really beautiful. And it's really, it's so different than living in a city. I've lived in the country. I've lived in big cities. I've lived in Los Angeles. I lived just south of Bangkok. I lived in Glasgow, which is not a massive city, but it's pretty big. I lived in London. I'm trying to think where else I've lived as far as big cities. I lived in Denver, right downtown in Denver. That's a pretty big city. But then I've also lived in farm country, and I've also lived in like resort towns in the mountains. And it does take a little getting used to, because you get sort of, it's like your brain has to sort of become numb to all the noise that you hear when you live in a city, or you'd go crazy. So your brain sort of tunes out a lot of sounds. But then what happens is when you get in the country, there are different sounds, and they're so much quieter. It's like if your brain is not used to hearing sounds anymore, you know, if it's sort of tuned all that out, then all of a sudden you can't hear anything, and it can be a little unnerving and a little spooky. Right, let's hop in our Optum. This is our newest tractor, and I really like this one. I really do. Okay, we're gonna head over and sell these sunflower seeds. I think we should get about $75,000 for it, what's in here right now. Let's hope. And then when we come back, we're going to empty out our auger wagon, and that also has a little bit in it. So this is mostly just going to be a video about making money in the autumn, which is, you know, that's what you do on a farm in the autumn, sell all your crops. I take that back. Let me amend that. You harvest all your crops. Some of them you sell, some of them you bank to sell later when the price is better. But for us right now, first season, we're going to go ahead and sell a lot of our crops straight away. Next season, we may be able to bank some and sell them when there's a better price. And in fact, let me wait till I get up to the top of this little rise. We're going up just the tiniest bit of hill here, and I don't want to lose my momentum. But when we get to the highway, I want to show you something. If you're not familiar with Seasons, man, what a great mod Seasons is. What a great mod. It really changes the way you play this game. If you want to play realistic, if you want to play on difficult setting, that is absolutely the way to go. Because you can't sandbag when you're running Seasons. Right, so we're going to stop right here. Set the brake, and it is what, Alt-S, I believe. So check this out. I don't know if you've seen this part of Seasons, but the crop prices go up and down throughout the year. So we're looking at a high of about, maybe that 550, somewhere in there, close to 6, down to a low of about 4, just using this as an example. So from 4 to 6, that's what is that, a 50% bump? And if you're playing realistically, and if you're playing at a level where everything sort of matters, that 50% can make a difference. So let us get in here and get this sold. It's going to be tricky with the dual wheels. I haven't hit anything yet. Not yet. And then I just bumped my microphone. Oh, gamer. Oh, gamer. So that is what's going on in game world. In the real world, let's see, it is Monday. I'm recording this to post on Tuesday. I've got videos recorded for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I might be able to get one done for Saturday. And then, all right, where are we at? 35. Let's see what kind of money we get. Oh, sunflowers. Oh yeah, look at that. And I do need to bounce this a little bit so it doesn't clip through the ceiling. Don't like that. So the reason I'm recording all these is because my entire gaming rig is going to need to go to the secure underground location. Because, wow, we got a lot of money. 35 to, say, 115, 80 grand. Okay. I will take it. And we've got more of these sunflower seeds over in our little auger wagon. So, why am I recording all these videos ahead of time? Because there is a hurricane, a major hurricane, that is going to pass directly over, according to forecast, directly over the town that I'm in. Like, I do love excitement and adventure and chaos. I really do. I've had a very exciting, very interesting life, and I love chaos. But at the same time, I am respectful of things that can kill me. And it's looking like, initially we were seeing forecasts of winds. In the town that I'm in, we were seeing forecasts of winds to 40 to 60 miles per hour. And they have now bumped that up. It could still be, I'm about 150 miles inland. It could still be a full-blown hurricane by the time it passes over this town, with winds between 75 and 100 miles an hour. And this far inland, like right on the coast, buildings are built, or ought to be built, to be resistant to hurricanes. Can't really be hurricane-proof, but you can be resistant to hurricanes. This far inland, it's really not that much of a priority. So, yeah, I'm in a motel. So I'm going to take everything, essentially everything that I have of value, and that is going in the secure underground location. And then it's just going to be me, my utility laptop, not my gaming laptop. Gaming laptop's going in the bunker. But my utility laptop will stay here with me. But everything else, all my electronics, really everything is going away. And I will not be able to record for a few days, so I wanted to do all these videos now, ahead of time. Extreme close-up. I wanted to do all these videos now, ahead of time, so we could continue to post and not have any interruptions. I don't know why that's such a priority for me, but it is. So, let's do this. We're going to empty out this auger wagon. And then since we're right around the corner from the farm, let's just go ahead and park this up. We don't need to put it completely away, but let's at least move it to the yard. Right. So yeah, man, looking like I'm going to be in a hurricane. My third, I think I mentioned that before. This will be my third hurricane and potentially the worst. First two were... hurricane is a hurricane. It's not nothing, but it wasn't that bad. This one could be pretty bad. Bad for the coast, and those folks will get it a lot worse than me. So I don't want to maximize the potential risk or like inconvenience to me, and sort of neglect to mention the fact that people on the coast, like people could die. Right on the coast when it comes to shore. So that's not funny. It's going to be, it's not going to kill me. It's just going to be kind of exciting, kind of a pain in the ass. And it's going to be a lot of rain and a lot of local flooding, and the power's going to go out and a lot of other things. So it won't be a picnic, but it's going to be really bad for folks on the coast. So when I whine and bellyache, trying to be respectful, as always. Got to respect people in this life. Right, we'll leave that running. You know what? We weren't really putting that tractor to work, doing hard work with it, so it doesn't need to cool down. Find my way here. Yep, right through here. So we'll take these sunflowers over and sell them, and then we'll come back and open the dairy. And I think, how do we want to do that? Well, first, let me see how we're doing on time. 15 minutes. Beautiful. I think what we'll do is, we need two things from the store. We need a wagon to haul our animals in, a trailer, and we need a feed mixer. It's 7 a.m. in the autumn. Could we get a feed mixer delivered? Would such a thing happen? Oh, this is going to be my thumbnail right here. That is the Lone Oak. Is it not? I believe it is. That is the Lone Oak. Let me frame this. Let me get my Ansel Adams on and compose this a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So those are the two things we need. We need an animal wagon and we need a feed mixer. Okay. We have a minute to think about it. How we want to do this. I think if we take one of our big trucks down, one of our lorry trucks down to the store, because the animal market is right next to the store, we'd have to go down there anyway to pick up our animals. Yeah, let's do that. And then, do you want to have the food mixer delivered? I don't want to drive to the store twice. I don't want to do that. And we could have a tractor follow us. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. We'll just have our food mixer delivered. And we just got, I believe we have enough right now, and we definitely, after we sell these sunflowers, we have enough to pay off our loan down to zero. Zero. We would owe no money at all. And we're going to jack our loan back to like $500,000. We're still on pounds. We're going to jack our loan back to like £500,000 by buying cattle. Because we're smart like that. But you know what? It's a game, and it's a game about farming, not saving money. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And we actually did okay, considering, like, even this tractor that we're in right now, I think we paid £250,000 for this. We didn't need this tractor. I saw it. It looked really good. I liked the way it sounded, and I wanted to own one. So we could probably, if we sold things we don't need, like we have that front loader, if we sold things we don't need, or if we had not bought them in the first place, we would probably be up by at least £500,000. So I don't feel like we're really in dire straits financially. You know, if we wanted to, after one season, we could be out of debt, and then we could just open the dairy next season when we have, like, not money to burn, but you know what I mean, when we have money in the bank. But I don't think they're... Oh, sneak it through there. I don't know if there's going to be a next season, because Farm Simulator 19, you know? How many more episodes can we do? It's what, the middle of September? So we're talking about 8 more episodes? 16 episodes? I don't know. I don't know if we can do another season. So we're going to open the dairy today, because that's just how we want to do it. That's how we want to do it. Let's see. Let's get... Let's do this. Let's get our food mixer delivered. In fact, to preserve the immersion somewhat, let's go ahead and do that now, so that it'll be there when we get there, and it won't just kind of show up all of a sudden now. Do we have this? We do. This is the one that I wanted. So this is, what's the difference here? Just capacity. Just capacity. Let's do this one. So we're going to buy it. Bought it. And then we're going to deliver it. So, there you go. The boy from the store, the helper, when he got into work this morning at the implement store, first thing his boss told him was, go get a truck, go get a pickup truck, hook it up to that food mixer in the parking lot because Lone Oak Farm just bought that thing and they need it delivered stat. And he ran it down the road for us. There. That's not just immersion, that's a little role-playing too. What's the kid's name? The kid's name was Paul. Yeah, Paul is the helper at the implement store, and that's who delivered our food mixer this morning. And we tipped him with a loaf of cornbread that I made yesterday. Yes. There you go, kid. Have yourself some cornbread. That's how we do it out in the country. No, I don't really like that role-playing stuff. That'll be all of that. Making a turn. Right. So I think that food mixer might be a little too big, but I always think that. We ought to be okay though because this is a pretty big farm and I would like to have, I'd like to have over 100 dairy cows before we start next spring. And I know that might not be the best idea, but I figure the more we have next spring when they start calving, the more we're going to have. So let's just go ahead and sort of pull the trigger on that madness. And I'm not going to park this up. I'm just going to pull it in that little sort of parking area that I sort of make the most of right here. Now we need a bale spike. We do. Right, so this now. Oh, laggy. Okay. So we're going to turn the lights off. We're going to leave the engine on. We're going to go back to the store to front loaders, and we just need a regular. Do we even have a bale spike? It says we do not. And I just want to make sure we're in the wrong. I want to make sure we're in the wrong. No, I want to make sure we're in the right place. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. What's the deal with this thing? Why is that looking so special? Looks like a spike with a moving arm on it. Huh. Roll type bale fork. Oh, whatever. I'm always game to try new toys, so we're going to put that there. Reset that as well. That brings that to the yard. And we're going to hop out of here. And we're going to hop in here. Disconnect that. Break off. Lights on. Let's go over here and get hooked up. And I suppose, no, let's pull further into the yard so it's a little closer and a little more convenient. Dynamic hose, love it, love it. So this will go over here now. And this is going to be the first time we make food, so let's find a good advantageous place. And we're only going to do one small load. This thing will hold a ton of food, but we're not going to put that much in it. And then after we're done with this, we need to figure out where the food goes. So up there. Is our Kramer still in here? It certainly is. Fantastic. And our big bale spike that we don't need is out there. We need to go get the little one. Oh, we got the scoop on there. Get in on this side. Get some work lights on. And let's get rid of this first. And we can see something. The light switch there. This door. This door. Okay. So, oh, that's that door. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, if that door is that door, if this door is this door, is this even... Oh, I see. That's a man door. Okay. We don't need no man door. So here is... You see what I'm getting at? Like, where do we put the food? And I think it's going to go right in here. Basically, what I'm trying to figure out is where to drop this bucket so it doesn't interfere with someplace that we have to drive later. Right. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. If we put this right here... Right about here. Right? Ah. Drop that. Beautiful. Let's go get our spike. And let's do straw first. We'll drop off one straw bale. Ah. We'll drop off one straw bale. Which way is this thing pointed? That way. Did we get the right thing? I'm looking for a spike. Line this up a little better. A? That's just... No, that's not what we wanted. Okay. So, go back here. Let's get rid of this. Oh, so much equipment on this farm. Good grief. Look at all this stuff. I feel like a hoarder. All right. So we get rid of that. And then we go back here. And we got that. We got... No, we need bale spike. But I thought that's what we got. Well, it didn't work last time, so... It doesn't work this time, then we'll just go with something a little more familiar and reliable. That looks like a bale spike. One can hope. So. Interesting. Okay. That does not look like what we saw, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. So we'll start with straw, and then we'll do a hay and a silage. We'll start with straw into the barn, and then we'll get into hay and silage. And I know we do have another bale spike, but the other bale spike that we have wants to pick up like 3 and 4 bales at once. I don't want it getting caught in the ceiling and just generally being a pain in the ass. So, in we go. And I'm also going to open this dialog box here to see if we get a lock on this. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're just moving sort of single bales at a time. But I do like to know the equipment that I'm working with. As always, no perspective. Do not see a lock. Oh, and this is one of these 8,700 liter bales. These things are monsters. Gotta keep that in mind when we're mixing as well, because I think our silage bales are normal sized, and everything square is way, way big. Okay. Let's get this down a little bit. Let's get lower and see where the trigger is for straw. Now hopefully this doesn't require shredded straw, and we can just... No, this is not looking good. I don't think it's this one. I think it's that next one because I can see straw in there. All right. So, next question is, how do we get there? We turn on some lights. Beautiful. We open this door. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. The sun has risen while we were inside. So then we open that. And I believe, yep, that's the dialogue box that we'll need to drop off our dairy cows when we get back from the store. Right, so carefully, let's get through here and see if that other carefully. Carefully. Let's drop this down a little bit. Not quite that far. And let's see if it takes it. Do we need to shred? I think maybe we do. Okay. And so we will. So now, a shredder. Let's take a look. There's really nothing else as far as the barn. That's it, because what's to our left now is the slot where all the bales are. Okay, so that's got to be it. In fact, let's take a look and see if we can see a trigger here. Actually, no. So is it over here? Just see this here. Moment. I'm trying to think of other BulletBill farms that I've been on. Do we need to get this near the trough? Is the question. Is that when it jumps in there? Sure enough. Okay. So now let's close all these doors and gates. That one we can leave open because we're going to drop off our animals there. This one we can close. Oh dear. We're locked out of our own barn. Right. So now we need probably one hay and 2 silage. It's not the best mix. It's not the optimal mix, but it's what we're going to have to do today. Let's push that on a little more. There we go. Knocked over our big bale spike. I guess that's more of a grab than a spike. Other way. So now 2 silage. And we may be able to spread these out a little bit. We may be able to get 2 on here at once. It's find out. And we do have a spike on here rather than tongs, but because this is going directly into the mixer, it's okay that we're gonna pierce. So lined up right about there, right about there, more like right about there, right? Let's see how we do. Oh. Oh dear. Even with the weight on the back, it is not happy right now. It's okay. We're learning, figuring stuff out. Okay. So I think 8,000 to 8,700 ought to give us, we will get TMR out of this. But we won't have the added bulk of mixing it with straw. But we'll do that next time. That. Oh. So front heavy. Oh. Now, how OCD are you? And how do you feel about that bail grab being face down right there? I don't feel too good about it, I have to tell you. So, what can we do? We can reset it, and it'll put it a couple hundred yards away. Or we can try to pick it up. I feel like I knocked it over, so I ought to pick it up. We're going to make one quick effort to pick this thing up. If we can't do it quickly, then we're not going to do it at all. Where is the front? Underneath. Okay, so we need to get under it somehow. So we want to, actually, we want to be back here. And then come at it this way. Okay. Nope, I don't think it's going to give it to us. Nope. Okay. Well, we made a good effort. I'll sort that out off camera for next episode. All right. Now, this thing. Just want to back this in. We have it. We want it. Nope. We want it. Doing that. And how are we doing? Let's turn it on. There goes our mixing time. So we will have TMR when it's done. Can we get it around the corner and get it in there? And I do have the icon that says we're in the trigger, but we're pretty far out. Let's be legit fake farmers. Get that nice and close. There we go. All right, ready? Now, the reason it only took about half, of course, is because we don't have any animals. So we're going to leave this here. As soon as we get animals, we'll be able to put the rest in. Let's leave that there, and let's go get some animals. How are we doing on time? 40 minutes? When did that happen? All right, well, you know what? Sometimes the episodes are long. What can I say? Got this right here. Turn these lights off. Turn those lights off. Turn those lights off. Those. And those. No. No, no. Right. We're going to get in our big truck here. Disconnect. And we're going to rent this thing. Doesn't matter. As far as color and everything else, doesn't matter. All right. So let's quickly head down to the store. And our quad track is still working. Okay. Everything is going good. And I guess we'll just buy enough cows to fill this thing for now. And we'll work on more during the winter. I was kidding. I was half kidding about jacking the loan back to $500,000. We don't need to do that. We can. Certainly we can. But we don't need to. I mean, we're profitable now. So it would make sense to spend an amount of money on cows that will allow us to remain profitable. So let's say the cows are going to make $3,000 a day. So in 30 days, one season, they've paid for themselves, plus the fact that they make more cows. So if you see what I'm saying, if 100,000 worth of cows can pay for themselves in one season, then I don't want to buy 5 times that many, because theoretically it would take then 5 seasons for us to break even on cows. And that's I guess the good part and the bad part about this game is you can lose sight of the fact that one aspect of your operation is costing you money, but another aspect of your operation is making so much money that it covers the first one. And to me, that's not very realistic economic modeling for me as a farmer. If I had something on my farm, on a real farm, that didn't make me any money, I would stop doing it. And if I had something else that was profitable, but I was using part of that profit to subsidize something that was not making me money, that would kind of piss me off. You know, I want every aspect of our farm operation to be profitable. I don't want to have any dead weight. So, do we want to come around here? I think we do. Oh, like a glove. So then we go up here. Ah, don't hit the fence. Back it up. Might take 2 swings. Will take 2 swings. Oh. Hit the flagpole. That's no good. Right. So we are hooked up, and I believe the animal dealer is right across the street and around the corner. So open that thing up, get a little air in there. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, not looking good. Oh. And I was having such a good episode. You know what's funny about this game is I do things with tractors, like I swing tractors around and drive them, and I do all this incredible stuff, and then I have like a stupid mistake like that, and it just, it's like one doesn't cancel out the other. If you screw up something when you're driving, the fact that you drive well the rest of the time, like, does not cancel it out. Now, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Absolutely not. Am I ever gonna make it? Like, can I even do this? Well, now I'm stuck. Oh no, like I actually am stuck. Okay. So how, come on. How would I have to do this? Okay. First, let's get out of the jackknife. First, let's get out of the jackknife. Right. How am I going to do this? I guess we have to come in from a very shallow angle. And to do that, we're going to have to back up down the highway. So, I'll try to straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Now, we're going to back up down the highway quite a ways. So we can come in at a nice shallow angle. Right. About like that. About like that. Let's try it. And then, of course, after we get through here, we have to get out the other end. Do we even need to go through here? Boy, that would be funny if we didn't. When I say funny, I mean not funny. Ah! Moment! Right. Good grief. Okay. So cows are, we're going to need 100 grand. So we go here and we borrow till we have, let's say 150, just to be on the safe side. So we go cow. Oh no, it's only 14. It was 21 for pigs. My mistake. So, and we'll just leave that in there. I was going to pay back the 55,000, but we'll just leave it in there. We'll let it ride. No traffic, no traffic. Now we can open this up. A little bit of air for our dairy cows. How are we doing on time? Long episode. You know what? Sometimes it works out that way. And then I'll go ahead and water these animals off camera. I think I saw a water trough out in the pasture. But we don't need to be. We've done enough faffing about. We don't need to do any more this episode. Oh, and I also need to get this thing backed into that little slot. I think I'll be able to do that. I think I will. Carefully. Carefully. There we go. So where are we now? We're 150,000. Well, I don't want to say in debt. We have a 150,000 pound loan. And we have 14 cows. So we can pay for these cows. It's about 14, yeah, it's about 75,000. Okay. So we can recover the money for these cows just on milk sales in about 3 seasons. I mean, not full years, but I mean 3. So if a season is 36 days, 36 game days, we could recover what we just spent in about 27 days. So before next summer, these cows could be profitable. Tricky. I don't know if I want to buy more or if I want to just wait and see how we do with these. We will almost inevitably buy more. But we can sort that out next episode. Right, so I'm going to need to pull into our grass field. Oh, okay, this is a piece of cake to back it in here. So, back it up. Right about there. Unload. Unload. There you go. 14 cows. Where are they at? There they are. Beautiful. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 2017 from Lone Oak Farm. We'll see you next time. Take care now.